Fellow Cameroonians, I stand before you today to speak about an issue that has shaken our nation and attracted world's attention, and that's the Glencore corruption scandal. So this case is not only about millions of dollars in stolen wealth, but also about the integrity of our institutions. Yes, it tells us exactly what our institutions look like. So Barrister Cameroon has consistently called for transparency and accountability in the management of our resources regarding this Glencore issue. And Glencore admitted in the international courts that it paid bribes to officials in Cameroon's national hydrocarbons, what we call the SNH, and the national refining company, Sonara. The barrister did not remain silent. He demanded that the names of those officials be made public and that justice be pursued without fear or favor. He reminded us that the people of Cameroon deserve to know who betrayed their trust, and he warned against any attempt to bury the truth. But here we are, we don't know, no names have been published, nothing has happened, and we still remain the same. But he has tried in investigations, following investigations in the US and the UK, and Glencore pleaded guilty for manipulating our markets. The company agreed to pay over, I think, 1.5 billion to many countries, not only to Cameroon. And this money includes money connected to the bribes paid in Cameroon, estimated at around, say, 7 billion CFA francs. So this money in principle belongs to the people of Cameroon. It is wealth that was stolen from us through manipulation, deceit, and collusion. It should have been invested in schools, hospitals, jobs, and infrastructure. And today we think that this money should not be returned immediately. Yes, my fellow citizens, we must ask ourselves a painful question. If this money comes back to Cameroon today, will it truly serve the people? The unfortunate reality is that our governance system remains deeply compromised. The very institutions that were infiltrated by corruption, those meant to safeguard our oil and natural wealth, are still shrouded in secrecy. The same actors or networks that allowed bribes to flow unchecked for many years are still in place. So if the funds are handed back under the current circumstances, there is every risk they will vanish again, absorbed into private pockets, used to fund patronage, or lost in the shadows of corruption. Returning the money without reform is like pouring water into a broken jar. Yes, it disappears and the people remain thirsty. So what's the path forward? Before any recovery is transferred, Cameroon must demonstrate change. We need transparency, full disclosure of all officials implicated by Glencore, and there must be protection. There must be accountability and punishment of those who betrayed nation's trust. There must be institutional reforms, strengthening of the criminal court, and all anti-corruption bodies must become independent and effective. These funds can be used for schools, hospitals, water, job creation, so many projects, and they can benefit our people. Cameroon is a nation blessed with abundant resources and resilient citizens. But blessings alone cannot feed our children or build our future. Only justice, accountability, transparency can do that. Let us honor the courage of voices who remind us that our country deserves better. Like Lilipack, let us demand reforms before we accept the return of stolen wealth. Let us work together so that one day every franc recovered will reach its rightful owner, the people of Cameroon. Yes, that should be our fight today. And that's why Lilipack is here to talk to you about this. Trust the team, trust Lilipack. We are here to recover all stolen wealth. We are here to tell you that giving back this wealth to Cameroon today is a waste of time. It's like nothing was recovered. And the case is so clear because Glencore has admitted that they were involved in corruption cases in Cameroon. However, we are still waiting to know those who were involved. Those who betrayed trust would like to identify them because they need to face the law. And that's why we are asking whoever or whatever international institutions are supposed to give back this money to Cameroon, this is not the time to do it. We are asking them to be patient. Hold back this money for us because we need the money to develop the country. Until there is a national mobilization where all Cameroonians will mobilize and put pressure on the current regime to resign so we can organize a transitional government, make the necessary reforms, then that money shouldn't come back to Cameroon today. Lilipac stands for this. We want to thank you all, those who have trusted this movement to this date. We want to thank our leader, our servant leader, for this wonderful initiative, Professor Franklin Yamsi. And I want to seize this opportunity to say today he was in court in France. We join all our voices to tell him that we stand in support of him. We stand in support of his project. We stand in solidarity against whoever harasses him unjustly. We stand with him. My regards also goes to our Secretary General, Maitre Corina Tangane, who has always worked tirelessly to make sure that we receive all the reparations. So every money that was stolen, all corruption cases, remember she's on it. And she'll make sure we get recompensated. I want to thank our able Secretary in charge of Social Affairs and Humanitarian Issues, Dr. Mugu Jean-Yves. Bravo. Let's keep it together. And to our young Adrian Kala, Secretary of Youth Affairs. Bravo. Tell the youth it's time to join the movement. And to my special team in Canada, I appreciate you for your wonderful work. Lilipac Canada forever. And to the general public, I mean all those who have heard and even those who haven't heard, all the sympathizers and every other person that loves Lilipac, this is the time to stay firm. Let's do it together. Yes, we can do it. If you watch the videos in English from our SG, Maitre Corinne, and our leader, Professor Franklin Yamsi, they say, trust our leaders, trust Lilipac, and the time is near. We do perfectly understand the importance of balance of power, and we are capable of doing it. So let's just join our hands together and say no to Biya regime. Biya has come out again, as usual, to provoke the people. He ignores everyone. People complain, they cry. They go to court and say they can't find their president. He ignores and closes his mouth. And when he has to talk to international communities or foreign leaders, he comes out of his bedroom and he speaks. Just to tell you, I don't owe you anything. I owe French leaders. We can't trust Biya anymore. We can't trust Biya anymore to lead this country. It's time we all say no. It's time we all tell him we are tired of the provocation. We are tired of being ignored. If there are no Cameroonians, there's no Biya. So he has every reason to respond to us. And this is the only time we can stand up together and say no. So for all those who are busy with what my leader calls pre-election, you are wasting your time. Everything has been fixed. The results will be proclaimed in his favor. All those individual opposition leaders who think on their own they can go win the elections, it's all a game. And they're playing their game perfectly. You are the victim. Take a decision today and say no to all of that, and let's stand up and mobilize. The power has to go back to the people. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. And here again you find Dina Helen, the Secretary in charge of Security and Strategic Affairs of Lily Park. Thank you.